Many of the problems Makerere University is facing have been attributed to the managers here at the university. But according to Professor Dumba Sentam, the problem actually comes from the University and Other Tertiary Institutions Act, which he says must be suspended immediately.
I've just read the newspapers now. Now they are fresh what search for the Vice-Chancellor of Chamberlain University. And how many times I've been having to the act, which is troubling us. Quite recently also, the Vice-Chancellor of Guru, who has been there since its inception, they have given him another term for 2 years. Why? But here we are tied with what? With the act. You can't dismiss anybody because the law is there, okay?
According to Section 31, Clause 2 of the Universities and Other Tertiary Institutions Act of 2001, the Vice-Chancellor of a public university shall be appointed by a Chancellor on the recommendations of the University Council from among 3 candidates recommended by the Senate. And Clause 4 states that the Vice-Chancellor shall be appointed on terms and conditions determined by the University Council for 5 years and shall be eligible for reappointment for 1 more term. Professor Dumba says these clauses that provide for voting the Vice-Chancellor by University Council members render the VC vulnerable to the internal politics of the Council.
Election of the Vice-Chancellor, election of the principals, election of the council members, everything in Makerere is election. So we have this democracy, and at times we have a problem with that election.
The economics don, who admits that the university has deep-rooted financial challenges, says governance challenges also affect the university. He hopes these will be addressed by the Visitation Committee, now investigating the operations of the university.
It's not management alone, it's governance, the council, the management, at the college level also. How is the university being governed actually?
President Yoweri Museveni constituted the committee, led by former Makerere biochemistry don, Dr. Nduhukire, after the closure of the university, after the strike by the academic staff over their 28 billion shillings arrears in incentives. The incentives were introduced by the University Council in 2014. Now Professor Dumba says it's time the Council and the Visitation Committee assessed whether the incentives are sustainable.
It is 3.7 billion per month. So, and that's the problem. If you add 3.7 to 2.5, we're already in what? In 6 billion. So getting 6 billion a month actually is not an easy thing.
Meanwhile, the university will reopen on 2nd January 2017, and Professor Dumba urged students to pay all their dues by 16th January and not politicize the issue. He reminded them of the university policy to clear fees by the 12th week of the semester.
Stop that hopeless politics of the strikes and so on.
The 67th graduation ceremony, earlier set for January, will now be held on 21st and 24th February 2017. All lecturers have been tasked to submit students' marks before 16th January. Examinations will run from 30th January to 19th February when the first semester closes. Students will have a 1-week-long break from 20th February to 26th February. The second semester will resume on 27th February. Habad Ziwa, NTV.